Ah, that was beautiful, wasn't it? Welcome, everybody. We're live after 2 weeks. Hello, everybody. Welcome after 2 weeks.
They missed us.
Yes,
I tell you what, I've missed you guys. I really have.
Oh,
I have too, and that's why you say "man who loves all people."
I do. I love all people. And
nice, Joe. I think that's so sweet.
It is.
Well, have you been doing anything interesting, Joe? Have you been working at all?
Actually, I have quite a few different corporate projects going on right now, and I'm pretty happy about it. So,
wow, yeah. You send none of that to me. You just take all that for yourself.
Yeah, I will.
I know. Donna, what?
I was going to say, you've been busy, though. You've been like doing comedy clubs and speaking engagements and massage therapy classes, all sorts of things.
Yeah.
Do you volunteer in those classes?
And none of it pays a thing. That's the only problem. I've done 50 things, and there's not $1 involved. And Donna, we don't promote anymore because she's too busy to do anything. So
I bet you are, Donna. How'd you take time off to do this show?
It's my break. This is my break.
Yeah,
I don't have to
do a show and let Donna go ahead and sit in on one of her sessions. I think that'd be great.
Oh.
Yeah, patients love that when you have when you have Facebook sit in on their session. They enjoy that.
Tony Soprano didn't mind.
If I get permission, I bet you I could get permission and live stream a session.
You should.
That would be wrong.
You could do it here.
No, with you guys.
Yes, we would
with you guys.
Yes, I would love to have a session.
So quiet.
That you guys get.
Yes.
No. Not happening.
Wow. Okay, well, we're talking about that. I'm going to play the opener.
1,000 Questions is an entertaining discussion of marriage. We aren't telling you to do or feel or change anything about your life. Really, just listen and enjoy. And if you need real help, find a professional for your specific problem. We don't know you. How could we speak to your deal? Okay, have fun.
Okay, well, that was sweet. So, hey, before we start, I want to talk about a concept, a little sad thing, kind of sad. I was doing a program for some retired teachers, and a lady said that her husband left her for a 29-year-old.
How old is he?
Yeah, how old is he?
They're all in their late 50s.
Damn.
Probably 57, 50, our age, Joe. And that just really rubs me the wrong way. I don't know why. Donna, that happens a lot.
I think it happens less than you think.
Oh, good.
I can see a 10-year difference, but once you get into like 25, 30-year difference, you're in two different generations far apart from each other. That's going to be a whole different lingo, a whole different priority system. What do you like?
Here, I look at it this way. The poor guy probably was one of these people who is always challenging himself. You know, he's always looking for the next thing. He's not sitting back on his laurels and becoming comfortable. And he was looking for the next challenge. And that would be a challenge on many fronts, wouldn't you think?
Well, yeah, but your wife, I mean, she's a lovely woman. And you know what? I can't even think. This doesn't even make sense to me because you know what? A younger woman, look, my wife is just on the other side of menopause. Do you think I want to go through that with somebody else? I've just gotten through it. It's not freezing in my house anymore. It's not. I'm not tiptoeing around. Everybody's so happy during COVID. Do you think I find a younger woman and go, "Oh, let's start that again"? Great. You know what I mean? I'm not going through anything. I'm sticking where I am.
Yeah, I think that's just. I guess it's sad. You know, here's the saddest part: is the first thing I thought when you said that was, "Wow, how do you do that?" But
wow, where do you? Was that on? Was that online?
We don't have that. Yeah, that's.
There are sites, sugar daddies, and all that. There are sites that.
Well, I know a guy who's 68. His girlfriend's 27.
Oh my God.
Well, you know, here's the other thing. Why can't we be a little bit more European in our attitude about this? What's wrong with a mistress? That's what I always say to my wife who doesn't listen.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's call your wife. That's why I always do that bit. I was in Jamaica, And this woman walks up to me, and I won't do the joke part. And she goes, do you want a woman? I was like, well, I'm married. She goes, oh, she won't mind. Oh, really? Let's call her. Let's give her a ring. Yeah, honey, what do you think about the big girl from, so I don't know. Okay. Hey, do you guys remember the last question that we said we were going to start with?
Yeah, quite frankly, I don't remember any of the questions, Brad. And I know we're supposed to be doing 2,000 or how many 2,000 marriage questions?
I have no. It's 1,000, but I have no idea.
We got to be on maybe 50. So we're going to be doing this for years.
We're on 61. Well, but a lot are the same. We come up with the set. Like today, I think there's a question that's kind of like the same. But you have new people listening all the time. Okay, so you're going to remember this. How do you explain to your kid what testicles are for?
Right. I was 30 before I even knew what testicles were for. I think we already had 2 kids before I knew that they had something to do with it.
Well, I know what they're not for, and that's kicking.
Oh, wow.
They're not soccer balls.
They are not
say that again,
or pummeling, or punching, or slapping, or
Oh my gosh. I have to say, as a woman, I have never seen so much drama as when a guy gets hit there. You think the world ended.
It did. It literally did at that point. Yeah.
How do we explain here's what it is, Donna. When you get hit there, a nausea comes up, not just pain. You get nauseous, like people throw up when that happens sometimes.
It does. Because it kind of comes in waves. There's the initial and then there's the this is going to get worse, and then it stays for a while. Yeah, it stays.
I think you're making it up.
No,
that's not. No,
I think
we are not making it up.
Totally
there is not a man on the planet who won't tell you that has to be the number one worst pain we could ever experience.
I think if you compare that pain with labor, I wonder which is worse.
Well, your women are always saying that.
They always say that.
I wonder. And we're not like crawling on the floor and throwing the fetal position.
It's a different kind of pain because labor, you're expect it, you're pushing, these things are happening. This is just this strike that sends a shock to your entire body, but it also literally creates a sickness, an illness.
It does. Yeah, because labor has never created illness for anybody.
Well, I mean, at the end.
What's happening there?
Well, here's the thing about
we get nauseous at our period every month, guys.
I know, that's bad. Yeah. No, I didn't say to have it worse. I just said this is no, neither of us are saying it's worse.
The drama factor. It's ridiculous.
It's guys.
It's
Donna, it's the one thing that every guy. That's the only thing. And the toughest guy in the world can walk anything off. They can take a punch in the face. They can take a kick in the ribs. They can do anything. The toughest guy will do that. You get hit there, you're down. That's all there is to it. That you're down. There's nothing you can do. That's guys.
Did you ever see the guy that would ask people, or they would pay to kick him there? Really hard.
Out there. There's a bunch of karate masters,
and somehow he's not dying.
Well, that's a different thing and I think they can pull them up into their body.
Where do you see this on Facebook? That's not
YouTube, not on Facebook, YouTube and stuff like that.
Whatever.
They can pull them up in their body and then they don't get hit. No, they're doing something to stop.
Pull it up in their body.
Also, it's the same thing as labor because it's coming. You know what I mean? It's not like anybody all of a sudden just went, oh gosh, guess what? Labor. It just hit me. I didn't know I was ever going to go into labor. You've got a warning. Most of the time when you get hit in the nads, you don't know it's coming. That's there's the shock value.
Yeah. All right, next time I'll announce it when I'm going to do that.
Okay, so
I don't know if
we are not talking about the actual question in any way. We are talking about the question was, how do I explain to your kid? How do you explain to your kid what testicles are for? Now, first of all, we have to decide whether the kid is a boy or a girl, right?
No.
It's the same reason, whether boy or girl.
It doesn't matter who you are. You got a testicle.
For a reason.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then what do you tell them? Well, does it depend on the age?
Well, yeah, it depends on the age. Are you kidding me? If you're going to lie to your kid about Santa Claus, you can lie to him about your testicles.
That's where Santa's presents are.
Well, you've heard of Santa's sack. This is
Santa's sack. This is Daddy's. No, that's terrible. You can't talk like that.
We can't. That's terrible.
No, that's the worst. You get
pretty funny.
QAnon calling you when that
Yeah.
happens. But what do you say, Donna? What do you say? People come in. What do they
You
say?
explain what they're for. It's an organ, or I don't know how you explain.
Are they
Up
glands?
until a certain age, it's their private parts.
Right.
And that's 17.
And then but it's the same. Like, are you guys going to explain what ovaries are for?
I don't.
Well, yeah,
know what
that's the
ovaries are
point. Wouldn't
for.
you want to
I've never
go
seen
into? I would definitely do both. I would say, look, men have these, women have these. These are where the egg and this. That's what we did with our daughter.
I think
This
of
is
them
where
like
the sperm
the
comes
male.
from. This is where the eggs come from.
one. Whatever happened to just being a 1950s dad and say either one of two things? I'll tell you when you're older, or ask your mother. That's all you have to do.
Pass the buck. Is that what
Pass
happened
the
right
buck,
there?
yeah.
Pass the buck.
What are they for? They're not for you. That's what
They're not for you.
They're
Well,
not for you.
Them.
I'll tell
Leave
you.
them alone. Yeah, or you tell the boy, you don't touch them. That's what you
I'll
do.
tell
You
you,
don't touch 'em.
there is risk involved, and I'll tell you what this is, and it's very simple because my wife and I had discussed this early on. We said, look, we're going to be honest with our kids. It doesn't make sense to lie to your kids, and when they ask the question, we'll try our best to explain it because we always tell our kids to be curious, right? So when they did start asking the questions about different things, we explained what they were because they were like, this is this and this is this, and we didn't necessarily explain what they were for, like our question was, because we just wanted to know they're there. You know what I mean? And then you can grow on that. But Thanksgiving, when my daughter was probably about 4 years old, maybe 5, I remember sitting at the Thanksgiving dinner and everybody was sitting around, and for no reason, she just kind of put her hands on the table and said, guess what, everybody? And everybody's like, what? Daddy has a penis and mommy has a vagina. And she sang it. She sang vagina. And it was possibly my favorite Thanksgiving moment of all time.
And where did they learn? Where did they learn that?
And they learned that from us. We told them what it was.
To actually
Yeah.
use the proper
We
terminology.
didn't tell them.
They were
not
telling
to sing
other
it
people
during dinner.
Yes, they
but
were
we
telling
told
other people.
We told our kids what it was. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Joe's gone nuts.
but explaining what it's for, that's a different story because testicles, man, that's a lot.
Well, but then there's a level of saying what they do. Well, then the sperm does this and the egg does that. So
Use diagrams.
right.
It will not work without diagrams. There's no way you can explain what they are for without some kind of diagram.
I remember the 6th grade class when we were in 6th grade and they split us up into boys and girls, and the cartoon picture of the dude with his thing hanging out with the little and the girl with just they were literally just basically fat stick drawings and like, oh yeah, that explains it all, thanks. these are the wamba wambas and that's the bohos, so make sure don't let your baha get in the bung bung and I went to a very not progressive school, I think is what happened.
Yeah. Well, you could also say the other thing is you could tell your kids honestly, say, well, God made a mistake. These should be on the inside somewhere. This is just
they can't be. They can't be on the inside. They can't be on the inside because then they get too hot. You can't have kids. You can't have warm testicles because your sperm needs to be lower than body temperature because
it does. You're right.
It's a spa. It's a sperm spa.
Yeah,
that's right. No, it has to be cool. It has to be cool down there. They hang because
cool-ish, but not too cool.
Not too hot.
Not too hot.
It's not too cool. That's right. That's right.
That's why they hang. Yeah.
All right.
Still, I think it's a design flaw. I really do.
The final answer: just explain what they are, what they do.
Try your
what are your testicles? There and talk about ovaries.
Yeah. Let's go ahead.
Equal time. What are they for?
What are they for? Well, that's where the sperm. That's where the sperm. I didn't know until I was really old the difference between. I thought in the testicles was everything. I thought
no, there's a combo.
I know. Well, the prostate creates
the
and then and then the sperm have to get to the prostate to go out. I thought it was all in one place. I was like, that's a lot going on in there. Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, I was 50.
There's a lot of drama. Maybe you should get a plumber to explain this to your kids.
I should get a Not until my first prostate test did I know what happened.
Well, let's not go there. I mean, really, let's not go there.
Let's not go there. Yeah. Well, wait. I'm going to share. I'm going to share the screen. What?
We did go there. You did.
Right. Let me share the picture right now from that I just had taken. No. Okay. Oh, see, Joe, I just pulled something. Here's one we've gotten before. Basically,
Yeah.
how can you get your husband to stop farting in bed at night? We've heard that before.
Do plugs work? Do they
Yes.
have plugs for that?
That's what butt plugs are for.
Is that what they're
That is
for?
not what butt plugs are for.
Oh, I'm sorry, Joe. What are butt plugs for?
No, yeah.
How do you explain what
Now we're
butt
gonna
plugs
go.
are for?
How do you explain to your kid what butt plugs are for? That one you may want to let go. That one you may.
How do you get your husband to quit? Just tell him to stop. Tell him to stop.
Right, it's going to happen.
Right. That works. Just stop it.
Yeah, you mean? I need to clarify. You mean audibly or just in general?
Well, it doesn't say. I'm just
Stay
saying
there.
that I think she's hearing it.
Is there a
Or smelling.
It's bad either way.
Well, if it's smelling really bad, you've got to figure out why he's sick.
I think you need to be in the bathroom right now.
Um,
Obviously, something's happening. Go to
Okay, I have a question. Do you guys have really smelly gas?
that. I think it
I
depends.
do not. I don't. I've noticed, and I'll be honest with you.
Rarely.
I'm flatulent, and I don't. It doesn't smell as bad as it used to, unless I ate something really weird.
Yeah, unless something weird's going on, nobody in my house is causing a lot of smell. So, if
Guys, hormones change that, and
Do they?
females know this. There is a certain time of the month that you do not want to be around people if you have to do that.
Really?
really, are you talking about women?
That's,
My wife has never talked about
I've
that
never-
with me.
I've heard stuff, and I've never really. It's never been.
I'm gonna be
around.
corrected. They're called period farts.
Oh,
Really?
well, let me say this though, and that is, I think as you get older,
There's
I just
a hormone
wonder if it's not as much. Well, wait a minute. Once you've gone through menopause, you're not having a period anymore.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the thing. Okay.
Your hormones change.
Well, I will tell you this though, and I think I've mentioned this before, is there is one thing you never do. Now, if I do something and it does smell, everyone mentions it for an hour. Everyone, it goes nuts. But if anybody else does it, I better shut up.
Don't mention it. Don't know.
Don't open the window. Don't pretend it didn't happen. There is nothing else to do but that.
Just
And I'm okay.
don't say anything.
Don't say anything.
Yeah. Here's the. My wife and I have. This is possibly the biggest issue of our relationship because
This is the biggest issue of your
this is
relationship.
it. Seriously, this is it because I've got problem. And, and
Probiotics might help you.
she doesn't have any problems at all. And I'm constantly asking her, how can you not? She's like, how can you do it that much? And I'm like, how can you never do it? And she saves up. I know she does because
There's no reservoir.
yeah, there's that one time like every 3 months where I'll just happen to be near the bathroom she came out of, and we have to re-wallpaper it because it's just. But it's like once every 6 months, there's something that's just, it's not human that comes out of her body. Whereas every day I let it go. So we don't have to worry about that embarrassing, smell that day. So that's how I do.
What are you eating?
We should not be talking about the subject and females together. No, this
Well,
is
okay.
She's
First
not
of
here.
all, I'm going to say this. I think it's eating meat is causing a lot of that. You need to stop eating meat. That makes you rancid inside. So
Is that what makes me flatulent?
Yeah. No, not
meat as I used to.
flatulent, and that causes it to be
Sure.
different.
Sure, I'll do that, Brad. I'll switch to beans.
No, that would be better than meat.
Really?
A more of a plant-based diet. I'm telling you
Okay.
right now. It's
I've
very
been
important.
actually eating better, and we haven't been eating as much meat, but I'm still.
You still just got it.
I still have
Okay.
jet propulsion.
Oh man, like Giuliani the other day in the thing. He
Oh
was
my
worked
God, that
up.
was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life, and it was
Not
so,
as funny as the woman that they hired.
Yeah,
to
the woman
make
next
all
door.
that stuff up.
couldn't happen to a better person.
Yeah. Oh my. Hey, Red Billy about.
Those are my clients.
Oh,
All I
I
remember
was going to say those are
is
your clients.
oh gosh.
All right.
Funny.
Okay, so look, again, I'd like to finish this by saying you can't stop people from doing it. Now, if he's making a point of making it loud and it smells and he's doing it because he knows it annoys you, that's a problem.
Pull my
But
finger.
if if it just slips out here and there, it's going to happen to anybody.
Yeah.
You know?
Now the question was at night, right? In bed?
Yeah, in bed.
Yeah. If he's pulling the covers up over your head before he does it, you need to talk.
Yeah, of course. Yes.
Yeah.
And if he
Well, I would
doesn't
say
stop,
women always ask, when will my husband stop farting in bed? I say never. It's just going to get wetter.
oh my
That's
God.
the old joke. Okay. Well, my old joke. I wrote that. Okay. Why can't, this is good handwriting. This is good handwriting for everybody. And then I've got a little quiz that's not necessarily funny, but it's a good quiz.
Good.
Why can't my wife let me sleep when I pass out watching TV on the couch?
Because we care.
Care
That's
about what?
not how you're supposed to sleep. It's bad for you.
What if you're comfortable?
It's bad for you. That is not where you sleep.
What if it's a big lump?
I don't know why she wouldn't. Although my wife is the one who falls asleep. My wife falls asleep in her chair every night, and I mock her openly. And I'll even tape it, take a picture and put it on the internet. I just think it's hysterical because she won't go to bed, and I think it's funny. So she every night it's like, and I just laugh. I just laugh hysterically, and she gets mad at me for doing that. So it's different. I'll let her sleep unless she hears me giggle.
Like all night long?
Wait, do you leave her until
an
she
hour.
wakes up and notices and then walks downstairs?
She kind of nods off and then wakes up. That's how she does it.
Oh,
It's just hysterical. I don't get
my
it.
wife slept on her couch probably when she was single almost every night. Just loved, so comfortable on her couch.
Yeah.
Loved
Why
it.
wouldn't you let somebody sleep on
And
the
she
couch?
would, and she falls asleep on the couch almost every night. And I will ask her, do you want to stay here? Do you want to go to bed? And sometimes she'll say, I want to stay here. And sometimes she'll say, no, let's go to bed. Sometimes I'll leave her and go. I mean, who cares? You know what I mean? Donna, why do you care?
Like I'm gonna say, hey, let's go to bed. But if they say I want to sleep here, then okay. That would be a little rejection. But
Yeah, I think Donna,
A
that's
little
the way-
rejection. You've been together 30 years.
Yeah.
I know, but like I don't
What
know,
would-
maybe there's
what
a reason or something, but it would be weird. I
Yeah,
would
like,
be
for instance, if he passed out on the couch drunk, that might be a reason
unbelievable.
to not.
I'm
Yeah.
not- no.
That'd be a little different. Yes. If they
Yeah,
passed
that'd
out
be
drunk.
Yeah.
My husband falls asleep on the couch after 55 beers every night. And
And
I
he
just
gets
can't.
mad if I wake him up.
He's too heavy. Okay, so I have to play an ad for something that's coming out. So here we go. And it's an entire song, by the way.
The holiday season. It's a time of peace and joy and love. And of course, panic.
Time's running out to conceal the contents of just about 1 million children's presents. Just ran in from a freaking blizzard. Can't find the tape, can't find the scissors. All out of paper, all out of bows, all out of tags. Whose is this? Who knows? I'm running on fumes. Just about empty, but look at that pile. It's way too many. Wait, I think I found a way out of this snag. Everything goes in a Christmas bag. Not gonna bother with this wrapping crap. And that's the end of this wrapping wrap. Stop! Wait, you got more?
You think you're done, but you ain't by half. You think those boxes is all there is to wrap. Those 2 boxes won't assemble themselves. No time to relax like the elf on the shelf. At least 50 parts go into that drone. Even the dog wants to open up a bone. Batteries go in 6 things. The trampoline man that came Sand Springs. You forgot the 9 gifts you hid in June. You can't put a bow on a psychedelic moon. You thought you were done, but you got no idea. Now get to work on the desk you bought from IKEA. Gift to your mother.
And that's how they invented Christmas stockings, kids.
So my announcement is that on December 16th, a Kvetchmas Carol by Brad Tassel. It's Christmas Meets Hanukkah by Steve Goody and Brad Tassel will come out with 9 amazing songs. The CD has 11 songs, all original, except the 2 final ones. The new ones are parodies. And you can go to kvetchmas.hearnow.com or stevegoody.com and get a preview. That was just one of the songs, the Rapping Rap. There's a lot of cool songs. One of them, actually, the guy who did Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer got a hold of us and asked us to do a parody that they had written called Grandpa Got Run Over by a Hybrid. So we, and by the guy who did Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. So everybody do that. Go to
You got a link to that song.
this song.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
I
And
want to. If that ain't reality, I don't know what is.
yeah. And my wife had the idea. She goes, you guys should do a rapping rap. And we were like, yeah.
That is everybody's Christmas.
Yeah. So
Reality.
I don't know if I can find it. So, okay. Well, at the end, I'll put it in. So, okay. I want to share the screen and we're going to look at this thing. This is cultures around the world and what they do for weddings and stuff like that. So the first question is, how long does a traditional Moroccan wedding ceremony usually take? 2 weeks, 2 to 3 days, 4 to 7 days, 24 hours.
2 to 3 days.
Yeah, I say 2 to 3 days also.
Why would you say that?
Because everything else is too long and 24 hours is too short.
Okay, well, it is 4 to 7 days
Yeah, that's much.
after they take their vows, and the bride has to walk around the house 3 times before she can ever go in the new house. So,
Wow, it must be a big house to take that long.
but no, she has to do all the weeding and yard work.
Oh, okay,
She
all right.
does it each time.
No, guys.
So you got it. Okay, what color signifies happiness when used in a wedding in China?
Orange.
This
Happy-
blue, red, green, orange. This one should be easy.
Blue.
It's China.
Red.
Red. It's red.
Everything's red in China.
Now, it signifies joy and love and prosperity. No, I think it signifies we're in control. It signifies the election is rigged.
Combination.
Election's rigged. Red one. Red one. Red one. So, okay. And both the homes of the bride and groom are usually decorated in red on their wedding day, and then also bugged with cameras and microphones. So. In what country is the bride to be painted in pure white from head to toe? Japan, Korea, China, Tibet.
I'd say Japan.
I'm gonna say
I'm
Tibet.
just
What?
Tibet.
Tibet. It is, of course, Japan, as you say, when you go see the kabuki and stuff like that.
that's what I thought.
I
Immediately thought kabuki. Yes.
It's done to show the bride's maiden status to the gods. Oh, yeah. Again, still in Japan, you got to prove they're a virgin or they just can't get married.
If that's how to prove you're a virgin, we're all good.
Well, that's yeah. We'll paint you white, and that'll prove you're a virgin, and then you're worthy of marrying this
There
idiot.
we go.
Yeah, horrible. How many bands does a new bride in Sweden wear on her wedding day? 3, 1, 400, or 0?
Hey,
These
I'm gonna
include
say
handcuffs.
0.
I'm going to go with 400.
400 bands. And when I say, I'm wondering if it means wedding rings. I'm thinking it might mean rings. Bands when I say bands. Or, it takes 3 twist tie, it takes 3 wrist ties and a lead just to keep
tie her
it
up
married.
on wedding day.
If you're going to marry a Viking, you got to do it. The answer is 3.
Darn it. I was so close.
Then
Dang
to
that
show-
maiden status again.
Oh, no, that one's wrong. It was
Yep.
something else. I put that one in twice. No, it wasn't that. It was
Oh.
something else.
It
Sorry.
was 400.
No, it was 3. I just put the wrong quote in.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I cut a lot of, there were like 30 of these and most of them sucked. Okay. In which country are church weddings not considered
know that one.
official?
Oh, I thought I knew that one.
I would think it would be Russia because they've been trying to, get rid of religion for as long as possible.
Yeah, they're weeding out religion.
Yeah.
Poland. Yeah, Poland's very Catholic.
Well, yeah, it is. Yeah, but I'd go with Russia. It's got to be Russia.
Yeah, it's definitely not Greece. Croatia would be the only near choice. And of
Yep.
course, it is Russia. So they have to go to a Russian civil marriage ceremony and they can do a thing later. But yeah, you're right. Because religion,
Yep.
bad, poop. Doesn't
Poop.
like it. The custom of the bride wearing a white wedding gown began in which country? United States, England, Canada, France.
England. They're the oldest one.
France.
England is older than France?
Yeah. As far as like written language and ceremony, wouldn't you
Really?
think?
Yeah, but if you talk about fashion, I think you would be talking France.
Drat.
They also started the tradition of the hope chest, meaning you hope she's got something to bring to the marriage because being a bride ain't good enough. That's,
Yeah, just your own self.
you
Not
got to
a,
bring, you got to bring more to this marriage than just you, honey. That ain't
Yeah.
going to be enough. Yeah, I know. The trousseau. In early American weddings, what accessory would Victorian brides wear to their wedding? With their wedding gowns? Gloves, bracelet, chastity belt, handkerchief.
with
And
their
chastity
wedding
belt.
gown.
Got to be a chastity belt.
I'm gonna say hanky chip.
I kind of manipulated this a little bit.
What? Really? You mean I'm not right?
No, it's gloves, because
darn
they're a
it.
symbol of modesty and romance. And if you take away the G, you get a pair of love.
That's not what they said.
Oh,
That is what they
Yeah.
said. No, that
you
is what
are
they
such
said.
a romantic.
Oh my goodness.
That is true. I just changed chastity belt in there.
Darn it. Darn it. I would have thought for sure that would have been it. But
Well,
that
it
was
wasn't-
actually medieval times. That
It
wasn't the
a
early
Victorian
American.
wedding. So
Brad,
okay.
Brad, did you look at the comments recently?
No. Oh, there's
We
a
have-
new one. I haven't had a chance because I was running a show.
Oh,
I mean, you could read it.
Oh, perfect. No, we're not going to do that. Okay. We're
No?
moving on.
I can't get over there because I'm in the middle of sharing my screen.
oh, okay. That's all right then.
Okay, wait, now I got it. What's the deal with frogs? Like they're so scary.
Is that like a relationship with frogs? Like, because this is about
Oh, no,
relationships.
you guys, that is a slur against French people. Don't you get it?
Oh.
Yeah, it's a
No,
French
I
thing.
can't believe you read
I
that.
don't think we answered the French one when that was up there. Is that
Oh.
really?
I don't know. That's-
Yeah, it's not about frogs.
we're going to have somebody edit these before we
Oh, my
talk
God.
again.
Yes. Before we go live, let's edit
Yeah,
this show.
from now on. Yeah. So-
Okay. In which of the following would a priest performing the wedding ceremony bless a plate of coins and give them to the groom?
A Trump wedding?
Puerto Rico. What?
A Trump wedding?
Yeah, I need the coins right now. Give me the coins.
Give it to the
Yeah.
groom. Give me your money.
Yeah. So
Give
And
me
the priest,
your money.
instead of-
I
instead
say
of
all of
saying
them.
You
All of
think
them.
all of them? No, it's not all of them.
it's
They're all-
Mexico.
It's not Mexico.
Drat. I haven't
Puerto
gotten
Rico.
one right.
What?
That's right.
Puerto
Now,
Rico.
what's interesting is what we didn't say was that her husband then gives her the coins,
Oh.
and then she keeps them for prosperity, and because he's probably a terrible person and is going to spend all the money on
And
booze.
so she can have a nest
wrong
egg
with
for when
you guys?
she-
What?
Nothing. That just didn't sound good either. Next.
None of it's good. What is placed on top of a wedding cake in Bermuda? A triangle. A tiny
No,
sapling.
thank you. I'll be here all week.
You disappear. A tiny sapling, a cross, a white plastic.
Trying.
It has to be a tiny sapling because that's just perfect. That's
Why?
I'd say a
because
white
it's the
plastic
most
jug.
ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life.
It
That's
is
good.
a tiny sapling. That's right.
Yes.
Wait, a triangle
Billy
is not the
wins.
most
Oh,
ridiculous.
and then
thing?
they plant it.
And then they plant it.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
that's so great.
But
yeah.
Joe finds that stupid, is what he
No,
finds.
I thought it was silly. I think you should always go with the silliest answer.
A triangle is the silliest answer.
Yeah,
That's the one I made up.
You came up with that to try and be clever. A tiny sapling is silly.
Analyzing each of the choices.
Right. To mark the start of a newlywed's life together, the bride and groom's parents carry a fire to their hearth
from their hearts.
from their hearths to the new couple's home and light a fire in which country? Egypt, Sudan, Pyrostan, or South Africa?
I say South Africa.
It's got to be.
There's
I don't
know
know.
if there's tree huggers in Bermuda.
I'd say Sudan.
Sudan.
Yeah.
Sudan.
I don't know why.
Donna,
South Africa.
South Africa. I want to say to Tim Pierce, yeah, it's odd. We've both been. Have you been to Bermuda, Joe?
Yeah, I have.
Bermuda. They do a sapling, but have you ever seen 4 trees in Bermuda? They're like 5 trees in the entire island.
Yeah,
They
that's
put
right.
on-
They don't.
had no
They don't
weddings.
always live, but then the divorce rate's really high there.
Yeah,
too.
and they cut them
Yeah.
You get
Yeah.
divorced, they just slice your tree down.
Sliced it.
It's
Yeah,
terrible.
you're done.
I know, and they burn it. So it is South Africa.
Darn
so, and by the way, it's very important in African culture, all these great things. And if it burns the house down, then the wedding's not going to go very well.
Oh, that's a
And
bad sign,
one
huh?
person's mad at the other
Yeah,
person.
that seems to be a heck of a price to pay to find out. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Well, and do they really do that? What if you live 100 miles away? You
That's
take
what
this
I'm thinking.
torch,
Yeah.
it's burning, and it has to burn all the way till you get to the house. Can you relight it?
Right.
No.
Just throw it in the back seat.
That's right. throw in the back seat. Just hold it, Grandma. Well, we're driving through these roads. In Switzerland, the bride wears a crown of wreath symbolizing what? Maidenhood, desire for motherhood, commitment to her new husband, acceptance of her new husband's
I wonder what it is, Joe.
Oh, you can see
I sense
it.
a theme here.
I went up too far. I'm
What could
sorry.
it be?
I wasn't paying attention.
It's
What could-
always maidenhood. You have to
It's
prove your
always, I
maidenhood.
would
Yeah.
guess that anyway, too. So
Yes. Yes. No man wants to marry a woman who isn't a maiden.
Well, and it's never about acceptance of her new husband's family. It's all about them accepting.
I know.
Yeah. Well, She's not accepting her husband's family.
Preferably after they've paid a dowry so that you'll take her off their hands.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So yes, it's maidenhood. And they burn it when it's over. and if she didn't do well in the ceremony, she keeps wearing it.
Yes, that's how it works. Yes.
Okay, I'm going to try not to show this one. There. In which country was an old tradition for the newlyweds to sneak out of the reception without saying goodbye? United States, Venezuela, Canada, Joe's house.
What the heck?
Joe's house is known for weddings.
That's not what happened.
Is it one of your daughters married?
No, nobody's. Yeah, not that I know of.
Oh, okay. Well, they snuck out before the wedding, so that was
probably.
I thought that was a kind of a United States thing.
Really.
Old tradition for the newlyweds to sneak out of the reception without saying. I would
just sneak away. They're gone.
Yeah, United States. I'll go with it.
The United States is where you sneak out before paying the people that supplied the food. Venezuela, actually, considered good luck, and actually at this time in Venezuela, it's sneaking out of the country.
Yes, exactly.
The minute you're born, you get married, sneak out of the country to be alive.
Sneaking out of the country is always sneaking out of Venezuela is indeed considered good luck these days.
Yeah, it's considered the only way to do it. So okay. All right. Well, we're going to be done. I'm going to find how to do the end here, but I'm going to pull a question that we will start with next time.
I'm going to write this down so I remember.
Remember it.
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready?
No.
What do you do when your wife takes too long in the bathroom? What do you do when your wife takes too long in the bathroom? We'll start there next week. Ladies and gentlemen,
going to be ready for this.
Go to joemarlotti.com. That's a thing, right?
I love all people.
You love all people. Go to donnawilburn.com. Go to bradtassel.com. Look for my new album with Steve Goody, Kvetchmas. You know how to spell it? .com. You can also go to stevegoody.com too.
I can't wait. I'm all verklempt.
And pre-order. And Donna, I will send you the link to that video. By the way,
I think it's hilarious.
It's on my YouTube channel, which is just Brad Tassel. Go to YouTube, put Brad Tassel. It's on my YouTube channel.
And I'd like to apologize to the French.
And none of those were words, Joe. Bye-bye.